Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you how to set up your Facebook Ads Manager dashboard. So this is going to show you what I use and what I look for on a daily basis and the right metrics that you need to be included in that dashboard. The default ones aren't that great. You need to set up your own custom one if you're going to really optimize your campaigns and really understand what you're looking at when you're trying to get those conversions. The default one isn't that great. You kind of have to customize it if you want to get the most out of it. So in this video, I'm just going to show you how to do this, and then you can make the changes to your dashboard, and hopefully that's going to help you understand the data that you're looking at and how you can improve those campaigns. So as you can see here, we're right in the dashboard right now, into my dashboard. This is running right now, as you can see. So this is on the 31st of August. I was running these campaigns. This is for all the same products. But this is how I have it set up. So this is literally how I have my campaigns and my dashboard set up across every single store I have and every single ad account. So it's exactly the same. I don't change it, and it works brilliantly for me. So I have no reason to doubt that it would work for you guys as well. So the way I have this set up is I have my budget first, my amount spent, my reach, my CPM, so my cost per 1,000 impressions, my link click-through rates, not just your standard click-through rate, the actual link click-through rates, my cost per click, my cost per add to cart, my cost per result. So in this case, this is my purchases, so the cost per purchase, the number of views I get on the page, the number of add to carts, the number of checkouts, the number of purchases, the total value of those purchases, and then most importantly, my website purchase return on advertising spend. So that is it pretty much in a nutshell. Now, if you don't know how to change this, it's really straightforward, really simple to do. All you need to do is drop down the columns list here, and you'll have all these default ones. So you'll have like your performance, your setup, your delivery, engagement, etc. What you do is you go all the way down to customize columns, and then within here you can go through every single metrics that Facebook has in the Ads Manager, and you can add them into your columns. So as you can see on the right hand side here, these are all the ones I've added in. So if you want to set this up just like this, and I advise you do because it really does work, then all you need to do is just pause this video and add each of these in there and put them in this order here. So all you need to do is, say if you were looking for purchases, you could just, in the search box, just type purchase and it'll show you here. So as you can see here, I've clicked on total. So I want to see the total number of purchases. And then I've just unticked these three in here. So it's just going to give me the total. So if you set yours up just like this, you will have the dashboard created and be able to look at it. So once you've done that, you click apply. And then once you've applied it, you just go back into the drop down and there'll be a little save button there, and that's where you can save it. So I've just saved it as this view here. And then this gives me the dashboard that I look for. And the reason I have this is because it gives me everything I need just straight in front of me. I don't have to go through any different drop downs. I can just look at it all straight there in the Ads Manager, and I know exactly what I'm looking at, and I know exactly how my campaigns are performing on a day-to-day basis. And the most important things that I'm looking at when I'm doing this is I'm looking at my click-through rate on links. So anything above a 1% click-through rate is decent. Anything above a 2% is really good. So you want to be looking at that. Look at my click-through rates. I look at my cost per click. Anything less than £1, anything less than $1, that's generally quite good. The lower you can get it, obviously, the better. And obviously that's a correlation to your link click-through rate percentage as well. So the higher your click-through rate, the lower your costs generally are. Another metric that I find quite important is the cost per add to cart. Now, when you're first starting this, you might not be getting purchases straight away. So a good way to analyze the data and understand if a campaign or an ad set is working is to compare the cost per add to carts. So if your cost per add to carts on an ad set that doesn't have any purchases is similar to an ad set that does have a purchase, then you could probably leave that ad set running a little bit longer to see if it develops into more purchases. And then we get into the cost per result, which just gives me a rough idea of where I am per sale. And then we have the breakdown of the funnel. So the number of views I'm getting, the number of add to carts, the number of checkouts that have been initiated, and then finally the number of purchases. And then at the end here, we have the total purchase value and the ROAS, which is really important because you need to understand what your break-even ROAS is. And then with the way this is set up, you can have a look at your website purchase ROAS and immediately know if you're in a profit or if you're in a loss for that particular day. Now, a lot of people out there, they will tell you, they look at their profit and loss over a week, over a month or something. I look at my profit and loss on a daily basis because ultimately, if you're profitable every day, you'll be profitable over the week. So if I start to see, ad sets becoming less and less profitable as time goes on, then I will start to make adjustments to the ad sets to figure out what the problem is. And this goes back to the other video I was talking about, why you don't get sales. So if you haven't watched that video, just click the link. That will take you to the video I talk about is why you're not getting sales. So even though this is quite simple, I think this is quite an overlooked step. A lot of people don't do this and don't set up their dashboard correctly. I mean, if I just go into this here and go to performance, which is generally the default, this is what most people see. It really doesn't give you much information at all. You don't know what your ROAS is, you don't know how you're performing. It's a useless view. So we've got delivery. Yeah, I suppose that's okay. Performance and clicks. We can go through here and it gives you a lot more information. But again, there's no real ROAS on there, so you can't work it out. And there really isn't anything in any of those default ones that are worth looking at that you can't do in your own anyway. So this is generally what I use for all my campaigns, even my PPE. Generally just keep it like that. I do switch over to engagement and video engagement when I'm doing PPE, just to check how many views I'm getting. But I generally don't care as much at the beginning of how many views something's got. It's more around the information I'm seeing with the clicks and the cost per click. So yeah, I mean, get this done. It's probably going to help you out. If you're not already doing this, I advise you to do it. This is just something that I've tweaked over the years that I've been dropshipping, and this is ultimately the best kind of dashboard view that I've come across and the one that I prefer to use. So I hope that was useful for you. A little bit of just a tip there that just comes with experience and knowledge of dropshipping and of the dashboard. Hopefully you can put this into use on your dashboards, and then you'll be able to get these kind of views and understand what you're seeing a little bit better. I think a lot of people don't know how to read the metrics of the dashboard that well. They don't understand what they're looking at, and that could be very much down to how you have that view set up anyway. So change your view over to this, get it set up on yours, and hopefully that'll make a difference to you being able to analyze your data a little bit more, because analysis of this data is one of the most important things you can do, especially in the testing phase, because you need to understand what you're looking at and you need to understand what Facebook is telling you in regards to your campaigns. If you have any questions about this, if you have any questions about dropshipping, just leave me a comment in the box below. I'm answering everything still. If you want to learn more about dropshipping, then make sure you check out the links in the description, because everything you need to know is down there. So if you found it useful, drop me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you in the next one.